I'm gonna take a few days and do some camping with my friends. Gonna relive my childhood memories and share some new ones with my kids. I can't wait for the open road and the favorite places I've been. It's nice to know I can park my rig where it's clean and safe and fun. Campgrounds of America. Pull on into KOA.
Hey KOA, Jeff Sutherland here, coming to you from KOA University in Billings, Montana. You know, over the years we've had the privilege of sharing KOA with thousands of owners, managers, and employees right here in this room. The other great event where we get to share KOA is our convention. And the Las Vegas convention, November 6th through the 9th, is going to be here before you know it. And to get you geared up for a convention, we thought it'd be really cool to have the KOA team share with you some of their convention memories from past conventions. This fall, it will be my 15th convention. So you can imagine that over the years I've got lots of great memories, great stories, but one of them really sticks out. It was the convention in Phoenix, and it was when I still participated quite a bit in our Campsite Users Technology Exchange, or CUTE. It's our users group for Campsite. Now, when we first started out with CUTE, we'd have a room about this size, pretty small. We might have 20 to 25 people, and everybody just basically got to shout out their questions, and we could get them answered. But as time went on, more people were on Campsite, and by the time we hit the Phoenix convention, we had a very large session room, and we had roughly 250 KOA owners and managers there. So we had to change the way that we handled our question and answer session. So we went to the yellow card method. Every KOA owner or employee, staff member could fill out their question during that session. We gathered them all up and we stuck them in a bag. And then I would get up with my team, whether it was Kyle Brucker, Nicole Geiger, Charles Lewis, and I'd reach down in there and I'd pick it up and I'd read the question. And my commitment to everybody in that room was that to the best of our abilities, we would answer every one of those questions. So here I was, I'd get a yellow card. Why does Campsite do this? We try to get an answer, I throw it over here. We pick up the next one. When will group reservations do this? And on it went. It is our favorite part of CUTE because of the interaction. Because we all know that you're the experts, and what would happen is somebody would ask a question and somebody else would raise their hand and say, I know the answer. So it was a great sharing experience. CUTE always is. But there was one question that will always stick in my mind. I reached into the bag, I pulled out the yellow card. Does Jeff Sutherland wear yellow underwear? A couple of things went through my mind. The first one is, I had promised that I would try to answer all of these questions to the best of my abilities. And number two, I finally got a question that I could answer. In my arsenal of underwear, I actually do have, yes, yellow underwear. And I didn't plan it this way. It was just one of those things that was meant to happen. On that day, I was wearing my yellow underwear. Now, I could have proved it to the whole group, if you can get that visual, but I elected to be a bit more discreet. I called a member from the audience, and we kind of went up behind the podium. I exposed a tad bit of my underwear so that he could go back chuckling and say, yes, Jeff Sutherland not only has yellow underwear, he's wearing them today. That is my favorite convention experience. I have lots more, and I hope that you're really going to enjoy the rest of these videos where some of my other KOA team members are going to share their favorite convention story with you. Don't forget, Las Vegas, South Point Resort and Casino, and we want you there. And so we have everything you need to know about convention on eCamp. Go to eCamp, click on the convention link, and what you're going to see is this picture about Share KOA with Friends, and you'll find our convention schedule, what you need to do to register, perhaps what you need to do if you're going to stay at the Circus KOA. Everything's out there, so we can't wait to see you at convention so that you can share KOA with us. Thanks, and have a great day.
Hey, this is Polly down here at the Billings KOA, and I wanted to share a few of my favorite convention memories from my time at the last 15 years of KOA. So the first one, there's many to share, but one of the first ones that came to mind was the 1997 convention in Palm Springs. And I remember sitting in the audience and listening to the speaker in a general session, and then the MC, I can't remember who it was, had invited some key executives up on the stage and was having some fun with them. And of course, naturally, Pat Hittmeyer is so outgoing and extroverted that he was immediately called up to stage, and he didn't know what was happening. But at the time, the popular YMCA song was playing, and they asked Pat to do a pantomime of KOA instead of YMCA. So all of a sudden, before you know it, he got in the swing of things, and he's up on stage and he's going KOA, and it was just a hilarious moment, and one that I obviously remember. And then for those of you who've been around for a while, who can forget the infamous caravans? So back in 2000, it was the caravan to Lafayette, and the caravan to San Antonio in 2001, and 2002 it was Nashville. So all the fun memories of scavenger hunts on the way to Texas and picking up dead roadkill, and the contests at the end when all the 5 caravan teams got together at once, and gosh, what fun memories. And each caravan had a wagon master that was KOA staff, and we hitchhiked along the way. So we stayed in cabins or cottages and then spent each day with a different owner or manager traveling through the country on our way to the convention. And they were just a lot of fun and great times, especially with some of our Canadian friends. And I especially remember one beautiful day riding in Prevost with Jeff Stolwald and Amy Raposo's mom and dad. And they treated me really well, and that was just a special memory. So anyway, looking forward to seeing you guys soon. Thanks.
Hi, this is Lauren Armour at the beautiful Billings, Montana KOA, and as I think about the convention, I think about how excited that we get in Billings about putting this event together, and the opportunity to host all of our owners and managers and create an environment where we can learn together and socialize and share ideas and experiences. And as I think back to some of my best memories, they really are around the social and the sharing that happens in the hallways, in the ballrooms, in the seminars, and those activities and entertainment components that happen outside of those walls as well. I go back and think in 2000 we were in Lafayette, Louisiana, and I remember having a jitterbug contest. I think that was put on by the Canadians, our friends from Ontario. And the contest winner won a 5-gallon jug of Tabasco sauce. And Mike and Christy Cooper, if my memory serves me correct, are still today using that Tabasco, and probably will be in another 11 years. And so the experiences and the socialization, whether we were running around in Woody and Buzz Lightyear costumes and having events with kids camps, it's all fun. It's an environment by which owners and managers should be able to relax, interact, and socialize and share ideas and experiences. And we certainly are looking forward to our convention in Las Vegas this year. And I'll see you in November. See ya.
Hi there, this is Isabel Frederick. When asked what was the most memorable thing that I could remember from a convention, it's very, very difficult. 2011 will be my 30th convention, and I feel that every convention has a memorable experience. One thing that comes to mind that is true of every convention is networking with the owners. Not only do I learn from them, but hopefully they learn from me. Networking with your other owners is always a highlight, I believe, too, with the campground owners. After all, outdoor hospitality is our profession, and we do it well. Of course, dear to my heart is the KOA Expo. Lots of memorable experiences with that, some behind the scenes, so I won't go into that. But I think that is also a highlight of the convention that everybody seems to enjoy, staff, owners, and everybody concerned. Hope to see you in Las Vegas.
So I was asked what was my favorite convention story or convention memory actually, and you know, the thing that I always think about is I think about the owners, and I think about the first convention I did 6 years ago in Las Vegas. And that convention was memorable for me because I walked in there, and by the end of the first day I kind of thought to myself, holy smokes, I was completely overwhelmed, and I thought, I get it now. I get the family, I get the yellow, I get the owners, I understand why this is so important and why KOA is such a great company. And every year from then on, since then, that's the one thing I always see at convention is I see a family. Well, that first year in Las Vegas, I was walking around the expo for the first time, which is overwhelming in itself, and I looked at these interesting houses on wheels and thought, what the heck are these things? And walked in them, and well, there are lodges, and they've turned out to be, you know, an amazing part of our business, a very profitable part of our business, and now it's what I do every single day. But the first time I saw a lodge was at a convention, and that to me is very memorable because I see what they were, and now I see what they've become, and looking into the future, it makes it easier for me to see what they're going to be. And so that's probably my biggest convention memory, is the franchisees, the people, the family, and all that we've accomplished.
Wow, my favorite KOA convention memory. It's been 11 years now, 11 conventions going into this one. And I can still remember how I felt that first time in San Antonio back in 2001. And hanging around the registration desk and watching those campground owners show up, and the first thing they did is they ran towards each other with the hugs and the kisses and the updates and talking about their kids. And it occurred to me, I'm at a family reunion. This isn't a business thing right now. This is a family reunion. These people have a connection, and now I get that in a big way. I can't wait to get back to Vegas and feel that again, and get my hugs from the franchisees that I work with, and we're going to talk about how to take KOA where we want to in the next 50 years, and start celebrating our own birthday. It's going to be great, and I can't wait to see all you guys in Vegas. So come on in.